Hello all, welcome to this video. Today we are going to be seeing the layers of the sun. As we all know, the sun is the most important part of the solar system. It is the largest object present in our solar system. It is a hot, glowing ball of hydrogen and helium. The sun is the biggest star, which is 4.5 billion year old and is located at the center of our solar system, and life could not exist on the planet Earth without its energy. If universe is concerned, the sun is just a normal star, but it is a far brighter and bigger star closest to the Earth. Hence, there is no doubt about the significance of the sun in the solar system, as it satisfies all our energy requirements and also it is the reason for our survival. Let us see some of the interesting facts of the sun. The sun is the largest object in our solar system with a diameter of 1.39 million kilometers. 99.8% of the total mass of our solar system is accounted for by the sun. Let us see the internal and the external structure of the sun. The atmosphere of the sun is formed by its layers, which is outer layers and inner layers. There are primarily three layers that make up the atmosphere, which is called the core, the radiative zone, and the convective zone. These are the internal parts of the sun. The first is the core, which is the third as shown in the figure here. The core is the centermost region of the sun, the region where hydrogen turns into helium through the nuclear fission reaction. With temperatures believed to be reaching more than 15 million degrees Celsius, the core is considered to be the hottest region of the sun. When we move towards the outer layers, the density and temperature decreases, and the center of the core it is about 150 gram per centimeter cube. The second part is the radioactive zone. Between the core and the convection zone, there lies a radioactive zone. By means of radiative diffusions and thermal conduction, the energy in this layer transports outside, which travels in the form of electromagnetic radiation by photons. Bouncing from particle to particle, photons transfer energy. The third part is the convection zone. The outermost layer of the sun's interior is called the convection zone. This zone uses convection mode to transfer energy. The temperature at its base is about 2 million degrees Celsius. The temperature in this zone is low enough for the heavier ions like carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, iron, and calcium to hold on to the sum of their electrons. Now let us see the layers of the atmosphere of the sun. The atmosphere of the sun is made up of 6 layers, and let us discuss them one by one. The first layer is called the photosphere. The photosphere has a thickness of about 500 km, and all visible light from the sun comes from this layer. With temperature coming down to approximately 5500 degrees Celsius, it is said to be the coolest part of the sun because with an increase in height, the temperature drops. The phenomenon of sunspots happen in the photosphere. The second part is called the sunspots. Sunspots, the dark spots on the surface of the sun, are called as sunspots. This happens because the region becomes darker and cooler than the surroundings due to the intense magnetic fields of the surface. The lifetime of sunspots is generally less. It fluctuates from days to few months. Umbra is named as the center of a sunspot, and penumbra is known as the lighter region of the surrounding. The absence of sunspots might affect the Earth's climate because it is supposed that the sun becomes 1% cooler in the absence of sunspot. The third is called the the third layer is called the chromosphere. The chromosphere is visible as a dim red ring, and it lies just above the photosphere. During the solar eclipses, when the photosphere is hidden, visible light from the chromosphere can be seen. With increase in height, the temperature increases. The fourth layer is called the corona. The corona is the layer of the outermost part of the sun's atmosphere, and it lies above the chromosphere. During a total solar eclipse, it can be seen as white flares up to 2 million degrees Celsius. The temperature of the corona spreads, and the reason for it is still unknown. Corona mass ejection, solar winds, and solar flares are the phenomenon related to corona. The fifth part of the layer of the atmosphere of the sun is the solar flares. When the magnetic energy is suddenly released, immediate flashy and increased brightness occurs, which is known as solar flares. Magnetic irregularities are the reason for their occurrence. Anywhere between 10 to 20 million degrees Celsius, these are magnetic storms that heats up. So the fifth layer is called the solar flares. Now the final layer of the sun's atmosphere is the solar winds. The flow of energized charged particles at a very high speed is known as solar wind. At a temperature equal to 1 million degrees Celsius, the speed of a solar wind is as high as 900 km per second. It is composed of plasma and generally contains protons, electrons, and alpha particles. So today we have seen the layers of the atmosphere of the sun. The layers are 6 layers. The first is, let us recall the layers. The first is photosphere. The second is called the sunspots. The third, chromosphere. Fourth is the corona. Fifth are the solar flares, and sixth is the solar winds. I hope you gain knowledge of the layers of the sun. Have a nice day. Thank you.